cargo operation differ significantly based on the nature of the cargo, liquid, dry bulk, or containerized, and the type of vessel used. The primary difference lie in the equipment used for transfer, the storage method on board, and the safety protocols required. Here is definition of the procedures for loading cargo. Liquid cargo tankers procedure for liquid cargo: crude oil, chemicals, liquefied gases, focus on pumping and pressure management to prevent spill and explosion. Equipment pumping system: pipelines, loading arms of hoses connecting the ship manifold to shore tanks. Procedure: preparation: tanks are cleaned and sometimes interned with nitrogen to prevent explosion. Connection: shore loading arms or hoses are connected to the vessel manifold. Loading cargo is pumped from shore tanks in the ship cargo tanks. Monitoring: strict monitoring of flow rates, pressure, and tanks labels occurs to prevent overfilling. Ballasting: as a cargo is loaded, seawater ballast is pumped out simultaneously to maintain ship stability and draft safety. Inert gas systems are active to maintain a non-flammable atmosphere in the tanks. Dry bulk cargo: bulk carries procedure for dry bulk iron or origin coal. Focus on weight distribution to prevent structural failure of the ship and preventing cargo moisture issues.
Equipment: shore conveyors, shift loaders, carbs of harness procedures. Preparation: cargo holds of clean, drieds of inspection for residues towards plan E. Details from is required of distribute weight evenly across the hold to manage bending moments and shear forces. Loading cargo is driven directly into the hold via conveyors, bits of grab harness, trimming buoys, trimming machines are used inside the hold to label the cargo, and evenly shifting during the voyage. Moisture click check for cargoes like iron, fits, containers, moisture content is tested to ensure into the below transportable moisture limit TML to prevent liquefaction. Containerized cargo container shift procedures of containers focused on efficiency, speed, and securing individual units on deck or into sail guides. Equipment garlic harness, shore base of shift mounted twist lock lashing bar procedure. Stowage plan: highly computerized planning based on container weight, destination port, and type refer to hazardous. Loading garter harness life containers from the quiet and place then into sail guide in the lock on stock, then deck securing lashing once on block of containers is loading. The workers use twist lock to connect containers vertically and lashing bars turnbuckles on secure them to the ship. Structured horizontally refers hookup refrigerated containers are plugging into the ship power supply immediately after loading.
While the loading process involves getting cargo safely on board, stowage care during the voyage focuses on maintaining the integrity of the cargo, ensuring vessel stability and protecting the ship from environmental factors like weather and moisture. Here is a differentiation of procedures for cargo care during a voyage based on cargo type. Number 1 is liquid cargo, tankers. The primary concern during a voyage for tankers is maintaining pressure, preventing contamination, and controlling temperature for specific cargoes. Procedures: inerting, maintaining a positive pressure of inert gas, nitrogen or exhaust gas in the vapor space of the tanks to keep oxygen levels below the threshold for combustion. Temperature control, monitoring and adjusting cargo temperatures, especially for heavy fuel oil or heated chemicals, using steam heating coils. Monitoring pressure, continuous checking of pressure sensors to prevent overpressurization from thermal expansion or underpressurization during unloading preparation. Ballast management, adjusting ballast water to maintain optimal stability and draft as cargo volume changes slightly due to temperature fluctuations. Number 2 is dry bulk cargo, bulk carriers. Procedures. Here for focus on preventing cargo shifting, structural damage, and moisture issues that could lead to cargo liquefaction or degradation. Procedures: hold monitoring, regular checks of bilge wells to ensure no water is accumulating in the holds, which could be lead to cargo damage or affect stability. Moisture control, ventilation, managing hold ventilation based on the dew point rule. If the outside air is warmer than the cargo, ventilation is stopped or to prevent condensation ship's wet. Hatch cover integrity. Regular inspection of hatch covers and seals to ensure they are watertight against heavy seas.
Container cargo ship. The main procedure involved maintaining structure, security of the trucks and providing power to specialized unit. Procedure: lashing, inspection. Crew must regularly inspect lashing, ba- bark, bar, buds, bars, tom blocks, and whisk blocks, especially after heavy weather and thunder. Then, as necessary to prevent stock com- complaints. Reapers monitoring daily monitoring of temperature, lungs for require refrigerated container. Reapers crew must ensure them functioning correctly. Dangerous goods, DG, check regular inspection of container cargo handling hazardous materials to ensure no leak or structure damage to the container holding them.
Unloading dangerous cargoes requires the strictest adherence to established procedures, safety regulations, such as AMDG code for packaged goods or specialized codes for bulk, and the approved cargo plan. The primary differentiation in unloading procedure depends on the physical state of the dangerous goods, liquid, bulk, solid, or package. 1. Liquid dangerous goods. Tankers, like tankers, gas carriers. Produce focus on containment, vapor management, and preventing ignition during the transfer from the ship to shore. Pre-discharge conference, strict review of the cargo plan, material safety data sheets, MSDS, and safety shutdown procedure between ship and shore personnel. Vapor balancing recovery, ensuring the vapor emission control system are functional to prevent toxic or flammable vapors from escaping into atmosphere. Maintaining positive pressures in tank using inert gas as a cargo is removed to prevent air from entering and creating an explosive mixtures. Solid bulk dangerous good or bulk carriers. Procedure focus on preventing dust explosion, inhalation toxicity, and chemical reaction with water or air. Procedures. Dust control utilizing specialized grab cranes or enclosed conveyor system to minimize the release of hazardous dust in the air. Moisture protection ensure cargo remains dry during discharge to prevent dangerous chemical reaction from certain bulk materials. Personal protective equipment is the most important thing to protect ourselves. Rigorous use of specialized PPE, including respiration and chemical resistant suits for crew and dark workers in the vicinity. Package dangerous goods or container ships. Procedure focus on identifying damaged packages, proper handling to prevent spills, and rapid segregation upon reaching the quay.